outside the house he lives in where he parked for me to put in a fucking bottle because we couldn't use the toilet because the fucking dickhead could not know if I was in the house.
Yeah,
it's just like they got upset at me for probably using toilet tissue or fucking shitting in their toilet. But I didn't even do that. Like before we met, I never went to the toilet.
You always just fucking held it in for like the 8 hours you stayed at my place until you went home and basically just died each time. Yeah, I didn't even know this.
Girls, oh, I want to do a shout out in the video. This lady who gave like really polite, nice words.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like we should do this at the beginning of the videos. Oh, do you want to do the intro? Should I do?
I'd like to do it if that's alright. I think it's kind of predominantly my story. Well, actually no,
I was the one being harassed. And
it was my landlord.
Don't look in there.
I know, I need to look away.
Stop looking at yourself, honey.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. We're doing something totally different today, never done before on this channel. And tomorrow, get your mugs ready. So today we're doing our first ever story time video on this channel. Yeah. And
one thing, and I know you guys don't watch these videos as much, you prefer the reaction videos, but we would like if you give these like a try, you know, they're really good. And we're gonna do, this is like our first attempt at a story time.
Yeah, it's our first ever try. We've had to think about it. We've chosen the story we're gonna tell you about.
Yeah. It's a juicy one.
It's a juicy one.
By the title, I think they've already like found out on the thumbnail what we're talking about.
Plenty of racism and money theft.
And money theft and genuine
a whole bunch of fuckery, basically.
Fuckery and horrible people trying to steal money and be really shitty. So get your mugs and let's get into the video. But one thing first, I want to give a shout out to this person. What if they don't like being given a shout out in the thing?
Well, so they can suck it up.
Yeah, this is a comment from JJD Trinity, and they said, just to say that you two are so beautiful. I can't even read it, but yeah. This is a comment from JJD Trinity. It's just to say that you two are so beautiful. Oh God, I can't say it.
Let me say it. It's
okay, you can say it.
This is a comment by JJD Trinity, and they said very kindly, just to say that you two are so beautiful. Oh, thank you. Very telegenic, beautiful faces. It's like looking at a moving print ad.
That is the nicest fucking comment I've ever had in my fucking universe.
Basically, single-handedly is keeping our self-esteem afloat.
Exactly. Thank you, Jay, for
JJD Trinity.
Made a really bad joke, I'm sorry.
Oh God, look, it's okay.
I didn't hear it. Exactly, good. Hopefully they didn't hear it either. So yeah, guys, this story, how do we begin? How do we get into it? Because it began when we started dating. This was before me and Finley lived together, by the way.
Yeah, I'll start from when I moved into the place because it's about.
No, I think you should start from when I came to your house first.
Yeah, but I need to like explain the context, otherwise.
Oh yeah, because they were nice. They were nice before until I came to the house, and then they were racist.
Okay, essentially, to start off with, I just moved up to the sort of London area, and I was living out of a hotel working the job I had found because I just wanted to move away and get my own place. I was 19 at the time, and
he's 21 right now.
Yeah, I'm 21 now. It's 2 years ago. And I found this decent house share. Like I couldn't afford an apartment or like something on my own really, so I'd have to get a spare room in a house share, something like that. You know, it's very common to do in this country. And so I found a decent place. We went to a few viewings. Most of them were crap, but went to this nice house, nice little sort of cul-de-sac, and there was this quite nice Romanian couple. The guy was a little bit scary. I think he was ex-army, a little bit scary, but yeah, they were perfectly nice, and the place looked decent, so I moved in.
It was really clean. That's one thing I have to say. That house was always clean.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I really liked because I'm very like.
Yeah.
It was so clean, and it was my first time like coming to his house and seeing it so clean. Just put like a really nice impression. So that's a good thing that they did. That their house was always clean.
Absolutely. Yeah. So I lived there God, must have been like 6 months at least. But
Yeah,
this is before I met you, and I dated a couple people in that time. And
whom they were fine with.
they were totally fine with, and it was a very like varied group of people, really. I would say, and they all seemed really fine about it.
Until me.
Yeah, until one day I just we were chilling out, and I had just gone out to the shops or something, and you just went to go to the loo, and you just went out, and the lady saw you. The lady, she's a bit nicer than the guy, but yeah, she saw you, and just immediately you got bad vibes, didn't you? You're like, uh-oh.
That's the thing. The thing is with me is like I have instincts with things, and it's so weird. It's always almost like, to be conservative, I'll say 80% always right with my instincts with things.
Yeah, seriously, I can vouch for that.
And the thing is, I was in there, and they didn't say nothing wrong. They were perfectly fine and nice, but you could just feel it. And Finley, all this time, I kept on telling him like the days forward, like, Finley, they don't like me. They don't like me. I admit I didn't believe because I just didn't see it. I didn't see it. Exactly, but I didn't want to give him the impression that they were racist, because that's what I thought. I thought maybe they were racist, but I didn't want to say that because this is like the first stages of us like getting to know each other and stuff.
Exactly,
and, yeah, so that was my vibe, and I just kept on saying, I don't think they like me. I don't think they like me very much, you know?
Yeah, and then they took me into like a house meeting, and
oh no, before the house meeting, guys, one time I slept over at his house, and he was gonna go to work the next day and then come back, because I was like, I'm doing nothing at Halls, I might as well come and chill like at your house, you know?
You're at uni.
Yeah, exactly. And he got and he got a really nice fucking beast computer, and he was gonna teach me how to play Skyrim. Shut up. And so yeah, that day you left me in, and I ordered food, remember? And the delivery man came. So but you remember you had told me like if the delivery man comes, I need to go before they can come to the person, because if they find out like I was there or whatever, he will get in trouble. But the thing is, like, he pays rent. He was paying £600 for just one room.
A single room, you know, £400 deposit, and you know, just
£600 for a tiny motherfucking room, and you don't even allow someone to have his girlfriend over.
And that was like reasonably priced for London. Seriously.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So that day, initially the guy was like, oh, it's fine, she can come over whenever she comes. That's okay. Just tell me beforehand, and don't let it get like a week. Don't let her stay for a week. And we always make sure that I stay for like 2 days. Yeah, I always make sure I stay like 2 days, 1 day, 3 days, and then the next day he would take me back home. Seriously. You know, the delivery man came. Yeah. As soon as he knocked at the door, I was just as I came out. We'll blank out his name. His name starts with it stands with Chris.
It starts. No,
it rhymes with Chris. You can make it out. Chris. It rhymes with that. So yeah, so he came as soon as I was coming out to get the food, and Finley was not. He didn't know that Finley was not at home, and then he just gave me this really nasty eye and handed me the food without even saying hi. I was like, oh shit. I was like, I fucked up. But then in my head, I was like, okay, I've not left the room. I've stayed in the house. I literally didn't even go pee. I didn't go pee or shit for the entire day.
Seriously, you had to walk through from my room. You had to go through the living room and the kitchen where they all were, to go to the toilet and the shower and all that stuff. And you just couldn't, because they were always in there, and they would just
it's just like they got upset at me for probably using toilet tissue or fucking shitting in their toilet. But I didn't even do that. Like before we met, I never went to the toilet. You always
just fucking held it in for like the 8 hours you stayed at my place until you went home and basically just died each time. Yeah, I didn't even know this.
Girls, please don't do that to yourselves. Just shit. He's not gonna break up with you just because you shit.
Seriously, she didn't fart in front of me for so long.
No, I didn't.
And now she deliberately farts on my head while I'm sleeping.
No, I don't.
That's a lie.
Girls don't fart.
That's true. Girls don't fart. They just poof out little sparkly rainbows.
Yeah.
What were we on about?
Shit.
Story time.
Yeah, story time. Being a dick. Yeah, so basically that day we went, so it was fine. He just gave me a nasty look, and that entire day my heart was like beating, and like thing is like I get really anxious, and I was so anxious the entire day. And did I tell you? No, I didn't tell you that day about whether or not.
No, I was just at work, completely oblivious.
Yeah, so he came back from work, and I was sleeping. I remember you were giving like a little nice kiss when I was sleeping. But then I was so happy for a little moment, but then they called you in immediately.
Oh God, yeah.
You hadn't even changed your uniform from work. They're like, Finley, we need to talk to you. I was like, oh shit, I put him in trouble. Every single time I stayed there, they had a meeting with me.
They have a meeting with me to like complain about all the shit, and it's just every time I had her around, they wanted to cause issues, and they made it more and more inconvenient.
And they never even one time said we don't want her here. They didn't even say that.
They just made things difficult.
Made it extremely difficult.
And so eventually, for a while, we just ended up just not even going to mine ever.
Oh yeah, and she was like, oh, no, tell them what Chris said when he called you. He said like, you shouldn't like have her around, or what if something gets stolen or some shit like that.
Yeah, he's like,
and that's when I was, that's the day I told you like they're racist.
And it's like, he's like, with her around, like, if stuff goes missing, if stuff gets stolen, I'm gonna be blaming you. He's just sending me texts like that. I was like, Jesus.
Like, do you guys know that like I'm his girlfriend, you know him, you know everything about him.
Yeah.
How am I gonna come in the house and fucking steal nothing? And what? And I didn't leave my room, I didn't even eat. Like, that's the thing, I'm good at just being in my own fucking space.
Yeah.
Like, I'm good at doing that.
Seriously.
Like, I just spend the entire day in the bedroom.
Yeah, you didn't have anywhere to go. Like, nothing going on at halls.
Not even make noise, because I'm fine being by myself like that. I was fine. But like, they still find something to complain.
Over and over and over, and it just went on and on until there was just I never went out into the hall. I never spoke to them, and they started being like, oh Finn, you used to be so friendly and social. What's happened? Why do you always just stay in your room now? It's because they were giving me such bad vibes, and they started hating me.
Exactly.
And like just because
that's a really nice wine though.
They did introduce us to really good
guys
wine.
You know that wine we drank in our drunk videos? That's the wine they introduced us to. It's really nice.
Just to give a little bit of context, they were Romanian, and in their freezer they had Romanian wild boar and that, all kinds of stuff like that, which it was bizarre. And they had actually their own like plum moonshine, which was like pure alcohol. It was 60% with just like some rum with some like plum syrup in it, basically.
I had no idea.
And you can't even taste the alcohol. You just drink it and you fall over like 5 minutes later.
Oh, I want to try this, man.
Oh god, it was good, but it's probably so damaging.
Getting back to the story, not getting too diluted. So yeah, so basically the landlord implied that me staying at the house meant that I was gonna steal things, and that's when I told you they're racist, and then you're like, no, they're not, honey. Blah, blah, blah. I think you knew that why you were just in denial.
I think I was in denial to some degree, which is awful of me.
Yeah. By the way, at this point, this was like assuming, but just wait, he does confirm his racism.
Yeah.
This is not just us saying like, oh, these little things he did to think he was racist. He actually did. Yeah, the thing is that we'll get to that.
In fact, one of the other housemates there even stole money from me at one point because it was I left it on the table for someone to take a package, and he just took it and just denied it completely. But yeah, eventually the bad vibes and just the negativity got so bad and so toxic in that household that I just wanted.
Yeah, and I was not even allowed to come over to your house anymore.
Yeah, so I ended up moving.
And can I tell you guys, do you know why this was so difficult that I couldn't go to his house? Because I was living in halls, and halls, if anyone has lived in halls at uni, like, they're extremely small. They're like really small. You can't sleep with another thank you. You can't like be on the bed with another person or like sleep or cuddle or do anything.
It's a tiny single bed.
It's a really fucking tiny child bed. You know, it's fine for me because I'm really small, but like it's not fine for two people. Yeah, so like the only time we had is like the only place where we could spend time was like at your place. Yeah, and at Sithing as well, they're not even allowed people to come there, but like you would come at Sithing and that was less tight than the
name
fucking
of the place.
Oh, suck a dick. I said the addresses.
You said the addresses, yeah. But basically,
probably no one is gonna watch this video. There are probably 50 people gonna watch it. Doesn't matter.
Let's just have fun with this first video.
Yeah, it's just 50 people gonna watch it, and they can enjoy it.
Let me conclude the racism bit.
And the thing is, like, the people who are gonna watch this video, I don't think they're gonna be the harsh people. They're always the nice people.
Yeah, and I think my family would love to see these. You know.
Oh, I need to stop cussing then.
So essentially I decided to move out, and so got a new place, was expecting my deposit back.
Moving out was a whole story. If you guys want to hear about our moving in story, tell us and give this video a like so we know you like this story time.
That's a story in itself. We thought it felt like the world was ending that time.
I cried so much.
We were both homeless at one point, basically.
Yeah, but yeah, by the way, that's besides the point. So racist motherfucker wouldn't let me pee. Yeah, I would not go to the bathroom to fucking pee. Literally, I had to pee in the car.
Yeah, seriously, just fucking in a bottle in the car.
We had to go outside where he parked, outside the house he lives in where he parked, for me to pee in a fucking bottle because we couldn't use the toilet because the fucking dickhead could not know if I was in the house.
Yep.
Like, what, imagine if I had to shit. I can't shit in the bottle. I don't have that target.
Yeah, and anyway.
Anywho, so long story short, this was time for me to move into my next house next year, but like things happened. That's a story in itself.
We ended up moving in together.
We ended up moving in together because our living conditions like were shit, you know?
Yeah, basically.
And then we tried, when we moved in together, we tried to get like our deposit back, because you have to get your deposit back.
Yeah, it was £400 deposit for that room.
£400 for that room.
It was like $500 basically.
And I told Finley, because I'm fine with cleaning, I told him I'll clean the house, I'll do everything. So we went in the house, cleaned as much as possible. By the way, this man had moved in another person into our room when we were on holiday.
Before I had moved out, he had moved an entire, like a room full of shite.
We were on holiday seeing your grandparents, remember? We were in Devon.
Yeah.
And he moved other people into the room when we had still paid rent. Ow, fuck, my stomach is hurting. It's probably the fucking, ow.
You okay?
It's probably the being so like angry at him is making my tummy hurt. Yeah, long story short, what was I saying? Yeah, he moved in a new person in the house.
Yeah.
When our stuff was in there, your computer was in there.
I had to retrieve my stuff around this, like seriously, there was no floor space left. It was from floor to ceiling just boxes of crap, I don't know what.
Yeah, and yeah, exactly, and it was so hard for us to move the computer because his computer is so fucking massive, and we so had to move it around because this girl, poor girl, she had moved in. Oh god, we should have wrote her a letter saying please don't stay here, you're gonna get scammed. Yeah, so yeah, she had moved her stuff in there already, but we couldn't move the computer, we couldn't move any of the speakers, we couldn't move your suitcases, we couldn't move nothing. And we, on top of that, we had to make sure that the room was cleaned.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And we still did that.
We did all of that. We cleaned out all of our stuff, and yet still
we even threw away things we didn't need, even in the cupboards, like everything, no trace of us.
It was clear. And when on the day that I was expecting my deposit come back, nothing, just like nothing. So I just waited a couple of days. Maybe it just takes time to go through the bank or something.
By the way, did I tell not this
you
before
knew
my
immediately.
interest again? I told you he's not gonna give that money back.
And eventually I was like, I just messaged him and got nothing. I ended up phoning him up and
we went to Citizen Advice.
We went to the Citizens Advice Bureau, say like our landlord's trying to scam us and take all our money. And
the thing is, we didn't have a tenancy agreement.
Yeah, it was. Thing is, it wasn't. I never signed a contract. It was a verbal contract with that household. Yeah. So I didn't have anything on paper to back me up.
Because it's a lodger. That's legal here as well, though. You can have a verbal contract with a lodger.
So we had we had this whole back and forth. I sent him a letter, you know, demanding the deposit back or go to the small claims court, and he just sent all kinds of just like
nasty messages cussing at us. I wish we had the messages, guys. Do we have the messages?
Probably.
Or was that on the new phone?
I think it was on the old phone.
Oh god, we would show you. By the way, we have another story of another landlord who tried to scam us again. £600.
Did exactly the same thing.
Did the same exact thing, but this time
no spoilers.
We got. Okay.
The positivity was a spoiler.
I was gonna say it, but no. If you want to hear that story, give this video a like and let us know. So yeah, guys, that's what we're gonna record for now. So guys, if you want to hear part 2 to this story on how the whole entire thing happened with us trying to get our deposit back, how we went to the Citizen Advice Bureau and reported him, and all the shit.
Me and my dad went to his house.
Exactly, and that's when we got the confirmation of his racism. He was trying to talk to his dad and him on how he shouldn't be with this black girl.
Yeah, he's like that girl. Let's be honest, that black girl was a problem.
I think he was trying to relate to his dad as if his dad was a racist too.
Yeah, but my dad isn't racist, so it didn't work.
He just looked at him as some fucking stupid idiot. Oh god.
This guy's a nutter.
He's a nutter. If you guys wanna hear, I don't know why I'm smiling. I always smile when things are shitty. I don't know why.
I didn't used to, but you do that with me now.
It's a really bad thing to do. We love you guys.
Love you.
Thank you for watching. Bye.